So what are the Speedplay pedals like in action? This is after my first couple of rides. What I've noticed is that for first it was quite difficult to clip in. The spring tension is quite high, but it got better now after practicing a bit. It takes a bit of getting used to, but in the end it's easier and more intuitive than Shimano's or any single-sided pedal, which I don't think really makes sense anymore after having tried these. You just basically just step anywhere in the pedal and it will automatically rotate in a way that you can clip in. You don't need to make this kick to engage the front of the cleat and then step back. You just step on it and press down hard and you're in. Of course it's a bit harder at first if you're as light as me, but I got to learn it quite quickly. And I think that the way the cleat is shaped, I'm using the Volkable Aero cleat right now, and it has it's quite easy to find the place of the pedal. You're not fishing around, not scraping your carbon shoes over the pedal, which is also a nice feature. What I have noticed is that the rubber part of the Volkable cleat just polished a slight groove into the spindle, but I don't think that's a problem. It should just break in eventually. Then what else? The release is extremely easy, which I think makes these pedals excellent for beginners and for less skilled riders. You just really there was no spring tension holding you back anymore. It's extremely easy to disengage the pedal when you're stopping or at an emergency situation, which I think is excellent. Another problem with the single-sided pedals is that you rely on spring tension to hold your cleat clipped in, which makes it, well, when you want them stable, then you can't have easy exit, but these don't make that compromise since the design is completely different. So you have extremely firm engagement, but they are very easy to disengage at the same time, and that is a big bonus. For the cleats themselves, as I mentioned, I'm using the Volkable Aero cleat, which is excellent. Back mounted to the shoe. It has quite a lot of parts, but I think they're really well designed. It actually makes quite a lot of sense, because you know the classic Shimano or Look cleat has this 3-bolt design, and when you want to adjust fore and aft and tilt, you can't adjust them separately. With this one you have this base plate which only moves fore and aft. As you can see, this is the groove that it sits in, this black base plate that only moves forwards and backwards. Then on top of that goes the cleat itself, which only moves laterally, so you can adjust that. And with these screws underneath, you adjust the rotation and the float of the pedal. I actually have zero float on there. I like my shoes fixed to the pedal completely, but there's a huge range of adjustments, so you can adjust them any way you like. And the good thing is that even if you have float, there's no rocking, so it's quite a stable base. This is actually the spring that engages the pedal. Then another thing is that the walkability of this cleat is excellent. It's quite a rubbery finish. These are the dimples for aerodynamics. It should help a bit. Again, the cleat itself is quite subtle, and the pedal goes basically all the way in it, so you have a nice flush system right there. And also a bit lower stack height, but I didn't really notice anything hugely different there. And another nice feature of this smoothness of the cleat is that you can take or put on overshoes really nicely and also take them off without damaging them. You know, on the Shimano cleat you have these rubber pieces sticking out and they can potentially damage your overshoes, but with these there's no danger of that. So overall I'm quite impressed with the Speedplay system, and I'm looking forward to using it from now on, so stay tuned for more updates.